Well, hello. This is Ogioto-san, and I am displaying my build for Pace Race April. Let me get that off my face. Hello. For Base Race April, this is the group one that I did with Mom of Miners and Frank and Honest. I was the last of the last. We did not make the time, and it was just hilarious. We killed each other. Anyway, here's my build, and I built a kyudojo, which is a Japanese archery range. And my solo build was a little morbid and humorous, but that's me. So this was the other thing that I thought about of peace, because my little monkey and I, we actually do archery, and it is very relaxing. It's, you have to, you talk about Zen and archery, you really do have to, stop and think, and then stop thinking and just become one. So here's some of my andesite. As you can see, here's the birch logs, and it leads down a path to the kyudojo itself. I also did some decorating around the outside. There's one of my lily pads and a nice little river that goes around the outside. Very simple bridge platform type thing. And when you go inside, here's my cauldrons. This is where people would store their stuff. I don't know, and I put the jukebox there because, well, it's just decoration at this point. Now, so, like I said, this is the entryway where you can store your stuff, and this portion of the area here, I'll go through all the wonderful little terms here. So there's some more of the lily pads, path here, the blue clay, pistons, my watermelons and slime block are targets. So this portion of the dojo is called the matoba. It's the target house, and as you can see, it's three-sided, and the bank here, I used sand and turned them to sandstone because I needed stairs. But this is the azuchi, and that's the target bank, and it's usually made out of sand or earth, and it's now this little area over here. I put a bookshelf in here and a piston. This is the kantakijo, and the kantakijo is the target viewing area, and an attendant will sit here, and as you can see, he won't be able, won't get hit with arrows. Not quite a deadly job, and it's just off to the side for any assistance. Now, the path on the side here that I did with the polished diorite, there's a matching path on the other side. Those are called yatori michi, and that is the arrow retrieval path. So when people are done shooting, you don't walk across this area. You walk across, you walk down this way, and then you come out and you pick up your arrows that didn't quite make it. Now I am standing on the Yamichi, which is the arrow pathway. This is where, of course, as you can see, you shoot from. Okay. Now, that building over there is called the Shajo. This is the Shajo, and that's the shooting hall. And it's also, open-faced, of course, because, well, if it was closed, you'd just be shooting at a wall, and that'd be just kind of foolish. So, within the Shajo, sorry, I keep calling it Shajo. It's not Shajo, it's Shajo. Now, this area where I have these pistons, this is called the Hikai, and that's the waiting area. And mine's a little short. I made it a little short. The waiting area should not be right behind the Honza. And this right here with the polished andesite is the Honza, and that's the starting position. So Now, for more formal things, I have the lapis here, and this is called the Sadaminosa. Sadaminosa. Okay, and this faces that room over there, right? And this is where, you know, it's during formal shooting situations where the archers ceremonially present themselves before advancing over here to the Honza. Right? Now, have the Shai, which is the shooting position. So you go from the starting position to the shooting position, and, you know, it's actually an imaginary line, you know, but I used andesite for that. And here's my stone. Let's see, now over here, this little room is called the Kamiza, or the upper seat. It actually means God seat or upper seat. So it is a seat of honor and is reserved for instructors or important guests. And this is where I put the paintings. And the paintings here are the previous masters, as you can see. These guys are really good. So, and then we have across the way is the Shimoza, and this is the lower seat. And this is, you know, where people would wait and they could observe. And then back here where we entered is called the rear hikai. And that is used for, it's an optional area where they can practice using the Makiwara right here, this hay bale, and or just wait without disturbing the archers in the main room. So anyway, I think that pretty much covers it. It was a very interesting build to try and do. You know, I fashioned this after the I think it's the Asai archery range in Japan. But they have this really cool, like, you know, I don't know how to describe it, but basically fence posts. The fence posts that I did up there are similar to the way that they have the entry or the Shajo in this archery range in Japan. So anyway, that's my build, and hope you like it. And I will talk to you later. Bye.